I feel like you could actually be doing everything, be at your best, and just still have that fear.
Mm.
Yeah, because as real as it is, it's still valid. I feel like everyone at one point or the other, come to that point where they experience
Mm.
that fear of missing out, especially um when you're in your like early 20s, moving to your probably mid 20s, 30s, and all of that. Yes, there's every tendency that because you see people, especially
Mm.
except you don't have any goal. There's
Mm.
nothing. You're
Yeah,
just there.
that's driving you.
Yeah, but
Mm.
if you are doing something and you want to get better, there is no how you would not see people that are actually doing either what you're doing or doing better than you're
Mm.
Doing better than
doing.
you. Yes,
Mm.
Yeah,
yes.
and the cause of this fear most times is usually
Mm.
pressure from a place of comparison
Mm.
Mm,
when you compare
yes.
yourself to people because you don't know what level that person is at there. You don't know what
Yeah.
stage of their lives they are. You don't know what
Or
chapter
what
So
leverage
why are
they
of
you
their
have.
not?
life.
What are you scared about? What is the
Yes,
fear?
yeah,
Why are you
yeah.
now?
The fear could be this person has gone ahead of me. Can I still measure up? This desire to be where other people are or to be able to not to just measure up to fit in could be the reason so many people are just running or doing whatever they're
Well,
doing, which is wrong.
I don't really agree to the fact that you should have the fear
Compare.
of you comparing yourself that someone has gone ahead of you because your timing is different.
Sure.
Yeah,
The
but
Your
as
leverage you
pathway is
have,
different.
the leverages you have are
Some
different.
people have some leverage that could help them or that might have been, even though if they do not have leverage, it could be their time.
mm,
So
That's
you
life.
just need to wait for your time because if you are not careful, that fear could lead you into jealousy and envy.
And
yes,
many wrong
actually.
decisions, many wrong
Mm-hmm.
steps.
Yoruba used to say ẹni tí ò bá mọ ibi tẹ́gbẹ́ ti là òun ló máa sáré kú ni. That is when you now start looking for
Can you please
shortcut.
translate?
That is, if you do not know where your mates are getting
The achievement
the
from.
achievement from,
Mm.
you will now be
You
running
just run
helter
a
and
rat
skelter
race.
Mm.
Yes.
to find that place.
Mm.
That's when you go into
The wrong things,
wrong
basically.
things to do to
Make
boost
wrong
or
decisions.
to to aid that your
Desire.
desire
Mm.
your process.
Welcome to TEBEBA podcast.
You're welcome to an exciting episode of TEBEBA Podcast. And on this platform, we explore big ideas and spark meaningful conversations across different sectors and issues of the society. My name is Sunshine, and I'm your host for today's show. With me is Mercy.
Hi everyone.
Hi, thank you for joining me. And I also have Burning Fingers.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, thank you so much for joining me
Yeah,
here.
welcome.
All right, today we are looking at something that every one of us can relate to at one point or the other in our lives, and it is the fear of missing out or the fear of not measuring up when it comes to our personal lives. Think about it. The people you went to primary school with, or high school, secondary school, university, after separating for some time, it feels like, this person is, this person is that. So that's what we're looking at today.
Yeah, people can actually have that fear of missing out on some level of achievement or success with them, their friends, or colleagues, or anybody. You can apply for a work and you get the job on the same day. You resume the same department, and before you know it, you see that your colleague, scaling,
Mm.
got promoted in the next
Few months.
few months or a year, and you are there. So there is tendency for you to start getting scared or am I not measuring up? Am I not doing
Yeah.
what this
Or
person is
doubting
doing? So
yourself.
it is real actually. It is real. But to the other side, there is a
Disadvantage, right?
downside of it that
Mm.
probably you are not doing something, or what do you think? Maybe you are not doing something that
That you're supposed
Maybe
to
you're not
do.
putting in your best at that
maybe you are not
season.
putting your best to
Mm.
that something, and that person actually, there is this adage, or I don't know, or scenario that two people get same access to same image, same information,
Okay.
but the way they process it or the way
Okay.
they
Actually
make
different.
Use of
use
it.
of it
Okay.
will actually differ. So maybe that's what happened to them. So in a more serious way, it is not as if you should be scared or you should be there should be a fear of you missing out in
Okay.
in that scenario,
Situation.
but you should take responsibility that maybe I need to do something more.
So that means you're trying to say that that fear of missing out when it comes to our personal lives can be alleviated if we are constantly like at our best per season.
Yes,
Like you're
maybe it shouldn't
constantly
not be
doing,
fear. It should
yes.
be like, let me just put in more value.
Effort.
Let me put in more effort. Maybe it shouldn't be fear.
All right.
I feel like you could actually be doing everything, be at your best, and just have that fear. Yeah, because as real as it is, it's still valid. I feel like everyone has one point or the other, come to that point where they experience that fear of missing out, especially um when you're in your like early 20s, moving to your probably mid 20s, 30s, and all of that. Yes, there's every tendency that because you see people, especially except you don't have any goal. There's nothing. You're just there.
That's driving you.
Yeah, but if you are doing something and you want to get better, there is no how you would not see people that are actually doing either what you're doing or doing better than you're
Doing better than
doing.
you, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and the cause of this fear most times is usually pressure from a place of comparison. When you compare
Yes.
yourself to people, because you don't know what level that person is at there, you don't know what stage of their lives they are, you don't know what chapter
Or what
So
leverage
why are
they
you
of their
now?
have.
life.
What are you scared about? What is the
Yes,
fear?
yeah,
Why are you
yeah.
now?
The fear could be this person has gone ahead of me. Can I still measure up? This desire to be where other people are, or to be able to not to just measure up, to fit in, could be the reason so many people are just running or doing whatever they're
Well,
doing, which is wrong.
I don't really agree to the fact that you should have the fear
Compare.
of you comparing yourself that someone has gone ahead of you, because your timing is different.
Sure.
Yeah,
The
but
Your
leverage you
pathway is
have,
different.
the leverages you have are
Some
different.
people have some leverage that could help them, or that might have been, even though if they do not have leverage, it could be their time. So
That's
you
life.
just need to wait for your time, because if you are not careful, that fear could lead you into jealousy and envy.
And
yes,
many wrong
actually.
decisions, many wrong steps,
Yes.
many wrong
So
decisions.
Yoruba used to say, ẹni tí ò bá mọ ibi tẹ́gbẹ́ ti là, òun ló máa sáré kú ni. That is when you now start looking for
Can you please
shortcut.
translate?
That is, if you do not know where your mates are getting
The achievement
the
from.
achievement from, you will now be
You
running
just run
helter
a
and
rat
skelter
race. Yes.
to find that place. That's when you go into
The wrong things,
wrong
basically.
things to do, to
Make
boost,
wrong decisions.
or to to aid that your
Desire.
your process. You go into things. So I don't think you should be scared, or we should have the fear of not measuring up. If your friend is doing better than you,
Be happy
be
for
happy.
them.
Thank
Yes,
you. Be
be happy
happy
for
for
them.
them.
Genuinely so.
Genuinely be happy.
And stay focused on your path.
You
Yes.
Stay
cannot
focused on what you're
Because you
doing.
can't predict when your own time will
will
come.
come
Just
Yes.
keep at it.
Yes.
once you stay at what you're doing.
Yeah, but as true as this is, the reality remains that so many people experience this fear. So what could be done to help alleviate, or just scale through? Because I feel like I said earlier, as true as it is, it's a reality. And I feel
Have you
it is
ever feel like
valid.
that?
Yes, I've experienced it.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a time that I would spend time studying other people's lives. People I don't know. People that I may never meet. But because I love the fact that okay, this person achieved this, and probably they're my age mates, I'm like, wow, this person has done this, and I'm wild and all, and I become lost. I start, making findings, reading their history, reading up on them and all of that. And I didn't know the danger was doing to me. I started to, it started to dampen my spirit. I started to lose my confidence, started to doubt myself. And at some point I had to avoid it. Yes, I would cram the age of people. And this person did this at this age, this person achieved, and I was running with that was my drive. So I was just running, I was running a wrong race. So I had to come back and I tell myself, no, I am unique, I am me, I love me, I love my process. My process is unique,
Yes.
my timing is unique, and I am right on
Exactly.
time. I'm not
Exactly.
behind.
Exactly.
So I started to, just love me, love myself, do my thing, focus on my life. Let everybody be fine.
I think that's where social media comes in too. The truth is, I know we want to say people should not post this online, but you can't dictate to people what they will post.
Yes.
People will still post what they will
You
post.
can't control
So
it.
if you don't have this confidence, this assurance, all these things we're talking about, you
kind
might
of
struggle.
mindset.
Because okay, let's say you're saying people should not post. Maybe you can, in a way, control your family members what they are posting. You can't control your secondary school people.
You really
From
can't
what they will
stop
post.
them.
You can't
Achievements.
control your peers in China, in
can only
India, in the
control
USA.
yourself
You can only
from-
control yourself.
And even all of those information, you can choose what to do with it rather than being afraid.
Because sometimes
Exactly.
people are only showing what they want you to see.
Mhm.
You may not even be seeing the true picture of somebody's life from their social media.
People
I'm
can
going
be,
to
even be
use
living a fake life.
I'm going to use alumni associations as a case study. I feel like the Nigerians or the Africans that are watching this will be able to relate. I've heard it from people, they don't want to be involved in anything alumni, alumni associations, maybe the people you finished from secondary school with, the people you finished, no, I don't want anybody to come and start sizing me up. I don't want them to think So there's a problem on both sides. And this is what I mean. So there are some people that are scared of being sized up by the alumni people. So probably that's where it ties into what you said at the beginning. So probably they feel like they're not doing as much as they should be doing in their own stage. Like not necessarily like they are comparing, but they know that maybe these things I should have done, or I should have done this exam, or I should have taken this program, or I should have done this. They didn't do it. There's that one. Now, there's the side of people that are actually coming to alumni meetings to actually size people up. There are some people like that. That's what they literally come to do. They actually want to know who they can ask for favors from. So both parties actually have work to do, because you cannot, let's say you're running from your alumni of your university today, you're running from the alumni of your secondary school tomorrow. Will you run away from your family members too? So if your family member, if you have this funny friends, or if you have these funny informants, friends and family members that will be giving other people gist about you, you that you're running away from the meeting, what will you do?
Yeah, so
at
the
end of the day,
you really should not do things because of anybody. Don't try to impress anybody.
Exactly.
Just do your thing.
Exactly.
Be your drive. Don't do it to impress, to prepare, to gain anything. Don't do it to seek validation. There was a time I was living to please people and I didn't know. It's a very terrible thing, and it can be as subtle as you can ever imagine. I was literally like, I'll look at me too. By the time I'm able to do this, when people see me too, they will not be able to think that this. If you don't pay attention to yourself, you would not know that that's what you're doing. And trust me, you'd be doing your career. Everything will be yes, you pursue everything and you'll be doing well.
Wow.
So you just have to be careful.
Wow. So I think another issue is what the things we think we are measuring up to. We said fear of missing out, fear of trying to measure, of not measuring up. So just like everything you said, that means some of the standards we think we are trying to measure up to, they are not they are not real. They are just ideas that we have conjured, or that other people's ideas.
You cannot say they are not real.
They could be real, I know. But like I said, if we are going by what people are posting online,
no,
that's
misleading.
Yes, it is actually misleading. If it's an academic thing you're working towards, that one is like it's standardized.
But you now know that in a true
that's just
sense,
an example,
for that person that they are posting that such kind of life, it may or not be real.
Yeah, of course.
Such can be a real reality.
It can be real.
Because some people
yes,
actually
it can.
living
yes, it's true.
Yes, that life. Some people naturally they are living that life.
They are living that life.
At that point you have, what are you now? What are you doing? I think you don't need to start getting inferior about it. They call alumni. There was a time like that you call alumni for secondary school, and some of us will not show.
Yes,
but
now
personally for me,
it's
not because of what,
it's not because of that. Yeah.
I am okay because I know the path that I am. If an elephant gets pregnant and if a dog gets pregnant at the same time, it is very certain that a dog will give birth first
than
the elephant. But you can never compare the children or the offspring of that dog to what elephants will give birth.
Very true.
So I believe that when it takes time for you, that you know what you are doing, not as if you are just doing
not that there's a popular preacher that uses something that the fact that you suffer for long does not mean that things will end up where that God is cooking. I said if there's nothing on the fire, then
it's cooking.
Yes.
Cooking.
Because sometimes people feel like is the length of the suffering or the length of the hardship.
No. If you are not doing what you want to do,
yes,
you will just waste time.
Very true.
That's why I tell people it does not matter the number of years. What are you doing? What you are doing, and the steps you are taking with
Mhm.
what you are doing.
Mm.
How are you doing it?
Mm.
That is what matters.
Mhm.
Some people can do what you are doing in 6 months and they get
Mm.
tangible
Boom.
results.
Mm.
True.
So
Access to
why don't
information,
you?
access to
Are you doing
leverage and
what they are
work.
doing?
Mm.
So you are selling same thing. You are not marketing it. You are not advertising. You are
You
not
don't
showing
belong to
yourself.
communities.
You don't belong to
Mm.
community. You are not releasing
No
things. You are
mentors.
not. Nobody
Oh my
knows you,
God.
and you want to sell like someone that are appearing, getting visibility every
Let's
day,
carry it on
and
their head.
that you will now be measuring. Is it just because you are doing this? You know, we say only this
Yeah,
thing that you are
question.
selling. No,
Yes,
only this.
now.
Is it? I
Oh.
see some people they'll be like, and that actually in a way has limited the way some people will promote their product. What if they say, what if I'm only selling chin chin compared to someone having a better company? You
Or
can
someone that has a
actually
bakery.
skill up. I heard of this Dodo, this brand,
Yes.
this Dodo guy. 800, he raised the company. It's a startup brand. Now it's a global brand. I was reading, I was like, some people who actually wants to do this business and they themselves, they would have discouraged themselves.
Just know what is for you.
Yes.
It's just like this item 7 guy.
Yes.
I love the fact that he just sticks to party rice and shawarma. And he's not yes, every restaurant they do okele, they do this, they
He's
my
not
own
adding
is
to that.
party rice and shawarma, and that's it. So it's just
Find your
stick
niche,
to what you want
do
to
what
do.
you need to do it
I don't do it because of
excellently.
anybody. Because the truth is, if you do it because of anybody, because of something that you're saying, when you get it, if I can have a
Yes.
car, when you get what will be your next drive?
So that's just the basic thing. Do what is best for you. And as a Christian, this is what I would say, that God's time is the
Yes.
best.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
But many times we go outside our time because we don't understand God's time. So the only way we can understand God's time is to seek in us what is the potential. You know, when the Bible says that it will take from those who do not have
And gives to those
and
that have.
what will it take from them?
There's something that they have.
That means there is something they
Just
have.
that they
True.
don't know. They are the
That
ones
they
that do
have
not know that
it.
they have
They
something.
have something. So
Just like the
that's
guy with the
just
one talent.
Exactly.
Kai, my God.
The guy with the one
Wow.
talent claims he has
Yes,
The master is strict. He's trying to reap for where it's not so.
And you only gave me one. What's that one? One is nothing. But you gave someone 5. You gave someone 3. You are not giving me 1. What is 1? But you still have something. What you have at hand now can make you the next billionaire if you put it at work.
I think another thing that can help people when it comes to this issue of fear of missing or whatever, you need to be honest with yourself. How do I mean? There are some people, like, I'm not saying like it's by being serious in school or not, but there are some people that you know that when you guys were together, they already had a sense of focus. There are some people that it was after school, when you were separated, that their own sense of focus started. You can't expect that all of you will achieve the same result at the same time. Now, there's a place of leverage, but I promise you, the person that did not even have leverage, that had a sense of focus early, might shockingly get a very massive global opportunity before the one that even has leverage will realize it.
Exactly.
Life is very dynamic, very unpredictable. So I know they usually say, when you wake up with your money, those of you that are yet to wake up, this is your own money, you better wake up fast. If not, you come out tomorrow and be missing out nothing. So, like I said, the time people started focusing on their goals, and that's my next point, goals. You that you do not have career goal, don't deceive yourself. You know that there was no career goal at the beginning. It's not as if you say, oh, in the next 5 years, I want to be earning 2 million in a month. These are the steps I will take. These are the applications I will do. These are the methods. You did not have that goal. The person that probably had a mentor before you even finished from secondary school, that had goals, that had been applying to this and that, there will be differences. So I'm not saying, some of these things are intentional. Sometimes it's lack of exposure. Sometimes it's lack of information. But sometimes people even have the exposure and information and they choose to be
they choose to do nothing
about it.
Yeah.
So whatever it is for you, just understand that if you do not have the same goals, the same leverage, the same timeline, the same everything, it can't be actually the same. And it's also important that we understand that collaboration is still important. So the fact that you and someone may or may not be in the same industry does not mean you can't recommend each other for opportunities. It doesn't mean you can't share information if you have it. Because I don't know, there's just this unnecessary drive, self-made. There's nobody that is self-made. That's just the
You
truth.
actually made from something.
Yes, someone will still help you somehow, mention you here, endorse you there, recommend you there, and all of that. So we should actually understand that we are in this life, like an ecosystem, like we are linked to each other. Do you
Together.
understand?
Yeah.
Yes. So
Someone
yeah,
said something that we're a product of many things.
many,
We're a product
so
of
many.
things. Little here, little there. It
Yes,
sinks
even
to your
those
soul.
teachers that you
Together.
were with in secondary school, you
Yes,
don't know.
there is a way they've
Oh my
shaped
God,
your
very true.
definitely.
knowledge, they've shaped your thinking and shaped your
Beyond
mentality.
academics, beyond the
Yes,
classroom.
yes, very true. Very
So
true.
don't get scared. Don't say you are measuring yourself up to someone.
And it's
It
okay
is
to
good
pivot. It's
if you-
okay to pivot. You can switch from what you think they've known you for. If you feel like you want to
Yes, so
change,
what
you can change to something else.
yeah.
It's just like you should be willing to endure the process of building a brand around that. Do you understand? The time it took for them to know you before, it might take a while again if that first brand was. There are so many things. There
I
are
have
so
a
many
friend in
things.
that way. I will just say this, and
Yeah.
I have a friend that he was into music until that music, got to a point that I was like, no, and he was willing to learn photography
Wow.
at that age, and from he has been into music for about 7-8 years.
Wow, that was quite long.
Going to learn
Photography again from scratch. Wow.
That's such a
But he did it
risky
too.
decision.
That is what he's
Wow.
doing now.
Wow.
Music
Beautiful.
now became a side hustle.
That's very funny.
So don't say
Wow.
he
It's
has
actually
now
beautiful.
mastered.
Wow.
He has now mastered the photography, have his own studio and all of that. Imagine at that level. So I tell people there is nothing you cannot do.
True.
Once you
Provided
put your mind
yes,
to it that
yes.
this thing, I will do it. But another thing is ask God.
Of course.
Definitely.
Of course.
If
Of course.
if you're a Christian, ask God for leading and direction, and that way there wouldn't be anything. Even though it does not mean that challenges will not come.
Of
It does not
course,
mean
of
that
course.
everything will now be smooth.
Smooth, of
No,
course,
no, no,
but
no,
there
no,
will
no,
just
no.
be a way
But
to
there will always be
navigate through.
exactly.
I would like to say that it's okay to actually have that feeling. Yeah, it's valid.
Yeah.
It's normal. You really cannot. It comes. It's not.
Comes,
yeah,
yes,
it comes, and it's fine to have it. But please, what you do with it is what matters. Don't allow it cause you to drift into depression, drift into pressure, drift into envy and the likes. What you do with that feeling is what matters. Let
Yes.
it, channel that feeling right.
Yes.
Let it challenge you to do the right things and find yourself. Just do your thing and be you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. Wow, this has been such a wholesome conversation. And really, we know that you can relate. You have people around you who can also relate to this. And we would love to read your comments, really. We would want to hear from you. If, let's say you are even an older person, maybe in your 30s or your early 40s watching this, please share with us, how did you handle your own fear of missing out or fear of trying to measure up? Or even if you're still going through it right now in your career, across ages, we really want to hear from you. How have you been able to manage expectations or what you think were expected? Because sometimes this is just in our head, So just share with us and let us know.
To read from you.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Give us a like, follow us across social media platforms, subscribe to our YouTube channel, share, and share.
Yeah.
We give a shout out to TEBEBA Media for, the ambience, the studio, everything that they've given to us for this. And also we celebrate our headline sponsor, TEBEBA Publisher. So we'll come your way again in another amazing, insightful, entertaining, exceptional episode. Bye.
Take care. Bye.